Welcome back to Go Fraser Valley from the shore of the Harrison River in Kilby. Now with the colder weather, it makes me want to put on my PJs and curl up with a hot cup of tea on the couch. Oh, wait, I do that. Well, to add to this lazing moment would be a nice warm quilt. But not just any quilt manufactured overseas. No, a quilt made here, locally, with love and care.
I think it's that you're creating something, and something that you can't buy in a store.
They're unique and original works of art, patching together an old-time skill with modern relationships.
You know, they sell quilts for $100 out there, so you could buy a quilt very cheaply, but it's going to be the same as everybody else's quilt. You know, then they were probably made overseas, whereas here you make something that you have designed, you pick out the fabric, you take it from the basics right on through to the end.
Originally a seamstress, Lynn took up quilting 15 years ago after feeling it wasn't worth sewing clothes for her kids anymore. She then joined up with the Chilliwack Peacemakers Quilt Guild to share and expand her love for the hobby.
It's kind of neat being part of the guild because we get together different days of the month and sew. And we have a big meeting, and there's so much show and tell at those meetings that you get inspired to make other things.
The Chilliwack Peacemakers Quilt Guild not only gets quilters together to share their latest creations, but it also gives back to the community by donating quilts to local nursing homes and children's groups.
I think in our guilds now, we're still coming together and we're sitting as a group of ladies and sewing. And I think to me, actually, that is one of the best things about quilting is the camaraderie between members. And you know, it's something that we can pass down from one generation to another.
My brother and my dad have soccer together, so me and my mom have quilting together, so we get to chat over different fabrics and different quilt designs.
Kelsey has been sewing since she was a young girl and got into quilting 6 years ago.
I think that it's just something that I can do that I'm in my own head and I can think about my own thoughts.
It's kind of something that we can have a little bit in common. You know, we can spend a couple of hours together just sewing. Sometimes your stitching isn't quite as accurate as it should be.
Right.
So sometimes I just have to, when I'm putting the next row together, I'll sort of pull it over and just make it fit in there, and just sort of give it a bit of a push. But Kelsey does. She always takes the pin, sticks it in, and then sews it, taking it out before you sew across the pin.
I would say I'm probably more of an OCD quilter than her. She's more of a free spirit and goes with it, and I need to have things in order and precise.
So no, and it, you know, we don't have a lot of time to be together necessarily these days, but it's one of the things that we can do together.
Though Lynn is retired and can put a couple of hours towards her quilting a day, especially during the winter months, Kelsey is a working paramedic who tries to sneak in a few hours here and there. But regardless of their situation, they always make time for each other.
My mother was not a quilter, but she was a seamstress. Now I wonder sometimes, would she have been a quilter if she had been, you know, like still alive and sort of more into this sort of environment?
I think spending time with my mom is probably my favorite part of doing quilting.
For Go Fraser Valley in Chilliwack, I'm Tiffany Gurdon. More information on the Peacemakers Guild is available at both quilting supply shops in Chilliwack, or you can give Lynn Robinson a call. And that sums up this episode of Go Fraser Valley. Now hopefully this winter you get an opportunity to come out here to Harrison Mills and check out all of the eagles. And just as an eagle spreads its wings and soars, you too can spread your virtual wings and send us a tweet on Twitter. You can also like us on Facebook, and while you're at it, you may as well soar on over to our website to check out our other local shows and our full channel lineup. But yeah, I may have overestimated that whole camping thing. So I'm gonna go find that cup of tea, the couch, and a nice quilt, and we'll see you next time on Go Fraser Valley.